Good afternoon, students. In the last lecture, I have discussed about the physical properties of alkyl halide. In today's session, we are going to start with the chemical properties of alkyl halide. We are going to discuss the three chemical properties. The first one is nucleophilic substitution reaction. The second one, elimination reaction. And the third one is a reaction with metals. In nucleophilic substitution reaction, we will be discussing about two nucleophilic substitution reaction, that is SN1 substitution nucleophilic unimolecular, SN2 substitution nucleophilic bimolecular. In elimination reaction, basically we will be discussing about dehydrohalogenation reaction. And with reaction with metals, we are going to discuss the reaction with magnesium and with sodium. Yes, in today's session we will start with the substitution reaction. First, let us understand what do you mean by substitution reaction. Now, when we have our carbon and the halogen, that is alkyl halide, we know that this particular carbon, it is partial positively charged and we have partial negative charge. Right? Now, in substitution reaction, the group which is bonded with the carbon, if it is replaced with another group with no change in the state of hybridization, then that reaction is called as the substitution reaction. That is substitution reaction. The carbon and the halogen. Now, if I have the nucleophile, the halogen, if it is replaced by the nucleophile, I will get the product as the nucleophile and the halogen comes out as the halide group. Here I don't have any change in the state of hybridization, as this carbon is also sp3 hybridized. Here in the product form also it is sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So basically this is the substitution reaction, and because the attacking reagent is the nucleophile, this reaction is called as the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Right? So today's discussion will be dealing out with a very interesting substitution reaction, that is we will be discussing today with the SN2 reaction. SN2 reaction. SN2 reaction, the example for this reaction is our methyl bromide. This methyl bromide, when I make it react with the nucleophile, I get the product as the alcohol and the bromide group comes out. Nucleophile, I get the alcohol, the bromide group, it comes out, the bromine halogen comes out as the bromide. So this particular group, that is the halide, is called as the leaving group as well. Let us see the mechanism of this particular reaction, the main point of the discussion. Now here in this reaction, the mechanism can take place either in, basically it is taking place in the single step for this SN2 reaction. Now what about the rate of this reaction? When I talk about the rate of this particular reaction, the rate is directly proportional to the concentration of the methyl bromide as well as the concentration of the nucleophile. I replace this, the proportionality sign, with the constant. So I have concentration of both methyl bromide as the halide group, the nucleophile valid for this SN2 reaction Therefore, it is called as the substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction, because the rate of the reaction depends upon the concentration of both methyl bromide as well as the nucleophile. Now, in this reaction, the breaking up of bond and the attack of the nucleophile takes place in the single step. So, this is my main point, that both the step, that is the breaking of the bond and the attack of the nucleophile takes place simultaneously. This is what is important over here. The breaking of bond and the attack of the nucleophile takes place both simultaneously. And basically over here we have the backside attack of the nucleophile. Let us see towards the reaction. I have my the methyl bromide. Now see over here, we know that this methyl bromide, that is carbon and the halogen bond, they are polar, right? Now when I have the polar bond, the nucleophile also is negatively charged species. It is electron rich species which attack the electron deficient one. But if the attack take place from the same side, both this negative charge will cause the force of repulsion, right? There will be force of repulsion. It has a partial negative charge. The nucleophile also carries the negative charge. If it attacks from the same side, this similar charge will not allow the replacement to take place very easily, and therefore over here for SN2 reaction, it is an important step that the attack of the nucleophile take place from backside. So I have the transition state where the breaking up of bond for the bromide group and the attack of the nucleophile, it takes place simultaneously. This is my transition state. The breaking up of bond and the attack of the nucleophile, it takes place simultaneously, which leads to the formation of the product where I have the formation of the alcohol and the bromide comes out as a leaving group, right? So this is what is the important step in this SN2 mechanism, the backside attack of the nucleophile, because the same charges, there will be a force of repulsion. It will not allow easily for the bond to take place very easily. So breaking up of bond and the simultaneous attack of the nucleophile take place from backside, and we have 100% inversion of configuration. Otherwise it is also called as Walden inversion. So this is what is the mechanism for SN2, substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction, where we have the example of methyl bromide, the attack of the nucleophile which leads to the formation of the product, that is alcohol, and the halide group comes out as the leaving group. The rate of the reaction depends upon the concentration of both the methyl bromide as well as the nucleophile. Therefore, it is called as the bimolecular reaction. In this, the basic 2 point important is the breaking up of bond and the attack of the nucleophile take place simultaneously. Therefore, it is a single step reaction. So, it is a single step reaction. And another point which we have to discuss in detail is the backside attack of the nucleophile. Here there is no chance that the attack can take place from the same side, because the negatively charged, both are having the negative charge. Therefore, the force of repulsion is going to matter it all about. So, we have in the transition state the breaking up of bond and the attack of the nucleophile from the backside, and therefore we have inversion of configuration, right? So, here also this transition state, the energy required is high, a single step reaction, and this is what is the mechanism for substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction.